This makes me look.
I have
just
Girl Scout cookie
awesome.
breath if you want some Girl
Oh
Scout
wow,
cookies.
that's right. It's that time of year.
It's that time.
Oh, I like the delay that just.
Well, this is live
Got
on
you.
our YouTube channel right now.
It got you like sitting down.
And then so don't let that distract you. And then you've got all these people here that are hanging out with us live. Cool. They're from all over, and I'm going to introduce you.
Now, can people tune in and watch this now?
Yeah.
Hey,
live on
Jamie.
YouTube.
Did you tweet it?
No, because they told us like right when we were walking on set. So
you're going to tweet it right now?
With this?
No, the yeah, just you know what? You guys stay right there, and I'll be right back. No, you come.
Oh, there's tip
Jamie.
of my tongue. I know that familiar fan one.
So I'm gonna say we're hanging with at Con.
Yep. Constantine. Yep.
Right now, come join us at my Fox LA G plus.
You're tweeting from Fox, right?
No, I'm from me at Maria's Earth, and I'm going to tweet this address right now.
Maria's Earth?
And I'm going to do this link.
Wolverine.
You did. Okay. So if you want to, I'm tweeting it right now, and then you can just retweet.
I'm going to do that right now.
Okay. Excellent.
There we go. Found it, and I'm retweeting now to Pantages.
Yeah.
Your hair looks great.
I mean, no one helped me with it this morning, I swear.
This is how I want my hair to be every day, and it's so hard.
He's like, you're a liar. You are lying.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Do you just wake up and it's that curly?
No, I have a friend who kind of helped me kind of just touch it up this morning. Sean.
Did he use a curling iron?
Yeah, you know, it's curly. But it's not
curly. Yeah,
because
you have naturally curly hair,
yeah? So he helped it out a little bit.
It's so nice.
Thanks. He just does a quick little thing.
Oh my God, it's just so. This is how.
Keep playing with it. That's fine.
Like,
hey,
it's so soft.
That's probably good.
Silky soft.
It is, but you know, we like to share.
I'm gonna curl this up. This is getting to the point where I can kind of do that.
See, now this look is a little interesting.
I know it's Victorian, and meaning interesting, meaning not good.
No, it's very yeah, Wolverine. I was gonna say it's very Hugh Jackman-like.
Well,
in Wolverine.
It's Victorian. It's because the show that we're doing here in town is you know, set in the 1880s, and it's got like a rock edge. Steampunk edge also, so it's kind of just enough to kind of give me a little something. Everyone thinks it's fake on stage.
No. Well, of course, we're going to talk about. I know no biting. That's for our other people here. Certain guests like to bite here, apparently. We're going to talk about Jekyll and Hyde, of course, in a second. But first, I want to really formally introduce you to Constantine Maroulis. You may remember Constantine, of course, from back in season 4 of American Idol. Those were the days, right?
Very much so. And, with Carrie Underwood.
Yes.
And was that?
And look at you now, and look at your career. It's incredible.
So will you take fries with that, or?
Not so. You're up in the big lights, baby. Let me quickly introduce you to everybody in the Hangout this morning. We have Kempton, who is hanging out with us from Canada.
Hi,
We've got Justin, who is in Brighton. He's in England.
Oh, cool.
Jimmy is in here. He's in Koreatown.
Oh, cool.
Gracie is in the Yucca Valley, so she's also local. Good morning to you guys, and good morning to you watching out there in the world. YouTubers, thank you. Make sure you like us and comment, please. If you have a comment or questions, just tag me or anyone in the Hangout, and I'll try to get it to Constantine.
Yeah.
Okay?
Hey, James, make sure you make sure you retweet that she just sent out.
Yes. Very good.
On mine. You can go on mine and do. Oh,
yes,
no service.
Oh, okay. No. Damn it.
You know, it's all right.
You have AT&T? Who do you have?
ATTs.
Just kidding. You'll get it? Okay, excellent. So, I know that you guys have some questions, particularly Gracie, who is a huge fan, of course. But I want to just quickly talk about Jekyll and Hyde. Who do you play? And it's at the Pantages Theater here in Los Angeles.
It is, yeah. It's a totally reimagined production of the show. It's always been an iconic piece of theater. Started in the 90s. Had a great run on Broadway and all over the world. It's been performed in different languages and very, very different productions. but this is a totally reimagined sort of, gothic rock and roll version of the show. I play the title roles, actually. I play both Henry Jekyll and Edward Hyde. So it's a big deal, and it's been an awesome challenge for me. And they've really catered the show to my strengths as a singer and as an actor, and we've really tried to bring a lot of sort of humanity to the characters. And we had a wonderful opening here at the Pantages last night, which is really just the most beautiful and perfect theater in the whole world. Amazing. First televised Academy Awards were there. It used to be an old movie theater. It's beautiful, very Art Deco and cool. So we opened on Broadway in April. First week of April we'll be in previews, and we open the 18th at the Marquee. So we're excited. And Ticketmaster, it happen.
Make sure you check it out. I know you guys have questions, so I'm going to go to Gracie first. Do you have a question? No? Okay, you just want to say hello? Okay, Jimmy, yes, go ahead.
Well, first of all, first of all, I want to tell you that you did such a great job on American Idol, and I'm digging the Wolverine/Hunger Games beard thing you got going on. Congratulations on everything you've done since then, and I want to know, with Jekyll and Hyde doing as well as it is, or as well as it's going to do, is there a movie kind of thing possibly in your future dealing with Jekyll and Hyde?
Well, you may or may not know, my last show, Rock of Ages, that I originated on Broadway, and it became a film with Tom Cruise and all of that. That was amazing to be a part of, and it all
You were too busy
to
do the movie?
Well, yeah. Tom was like, come on. I was like, no, that didn't, it just went a different direction, as they say, and I got to be a small part of it. But the movie rights, oddly enough, for Jekyll and Hyde the musical did just get sold. And I wish Frank and Leslie, the creators, the best, and you know how that can be. Sometimes it takes 10 years, sometimes it could be really fast. So sure, I would love to be a part of something like that, especially with a great director and someone that's going to honor the work as best
that's awesome.
they can. But we'll see. So that would be cool. And thanks for your kind words, and I'll keep it.
You'll keep it for a while. Justin, yes, go ahead.
At least for Broadway.
Yeah, obviously Jekyll and Hyde. It's such a well-known story. I think it was late 1800s, wasn't it, when Robert Louis Stevenson wrote it. So with direction, obviously you've got a director that give you direction for the show. But what sort of research did you do yourself? Because it's definitely a mixed-up role to be playing, isn't it?
Oh man, it definitely is, and that's a great question. And do you know, Jeff Calhoun, our director, has been really wonderfully supportive, and he's a performer as well. So he really allowed us to make all sorts of choices in the rehearsal room and in that process. And I grew up as an actor, so I was really anxious to apply all of the the scoring of the text I had done, and I worked with an acting coach on sort of trying to develop the backstory more than anything, and really apply them into the storytelling. But for me, I really I think it's important to do a lot of research, sure, but at the end of the day, when you get on stage, you have to sort of, it's like
make it your own.
Yeah, you have to just sort of forget it and just try to just invest in the moment and in the bubble of the show and be believable and all that. But definitely really went over a lot of the imagery of the early apothecaries and insane asylums and all of that sort of imagery, and did a lot of research on that. Read more Stevenson, read some more Poe. It's funny because the Jack the Ripper story actually, the actual events happened shortly after this book came out in that time period. So some people say that
they're related.
They are related, and they potentially, he influenced them. And really, Stevenson influenced all of the superheroes that we even know in the 20th century, from Batman and Spider-Man and the Hulk and all of that as well.
You're so soft-spoken and you're so sweet. Like I was expecting maybe a changed person from American Idol until now, but you're just as sweet as you are.
Oh, that's sweet.
How has your life changed from those days? Do you even think about that time in your life now, or is it?
I
Just
do.
way
I think
back?
I think about it every day, probably at some point. There's a song that comes on the radio or in
Really?
the car that kind of reminds me of it. I have no regrets, but as an artist, you always think, maybe if I had tried this song, and not so much. I mean, I'm a competitive person. I love sports and all, but not so much like maybe I would have won or gotten farther. But
Listen,
just
the top 10. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that.
it was all good. But
Yeah.
and again, it's really about what you make from the opportunity. But
Yeah, because
so I
when
do
you look
think
at
about
like
it.
the Jennifer Hudson, when you look at your
Yeah.
career, and I mean, it's
I
just.
mean, really, and Jennifer couldn't be a more talented person, but she was relatively sort of off the radar for a while, and then this incredible project came along for her, and then everything just falls into place. For me, it's never been about like the fame, although you get a little taste of it when you're on a big show like that, and it can be fun. But I just tried. I was a little older, and I tried to just get back to like work, good work, and for me, that's what's been good. I always wanted to be a working actor, and still doing records, and still love to break songs at radio if possible,
Yeah.
and tour more. But you know, while it's going well, I'm kind of rolling
I
with
know we're like
this.
knocking on wood.
Yeah,
Good
right.
for you. I'm gonna see if there's a comment here. Let's see. Behind the scenes. I don't know what that means. Okay. Behind the scenes are. What do you mean by that? BDFIF. So do you guys have any more questions for Constantine? Oh, yes. Yay. Go ahead, Gracie. Gracie,
I finally got one. Who do you play at the Rock of Ages, like the musical, not the movie?
Well, the movie, I haven't really gotten a chance to sit and really take it in. I pop up as a cameo as a record producer, and with my hair back, and I kind of play
Oh,
like
see,
a.
this is your signature look with the long hair and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I guess
you changed
so.
it up.
I do, and in the show I do as well, in Jekyll and Hyde. But in the show, which is very different, the play, I play the lead character, and it's really sort of his story. He's like a Midwest kid who moves to the Sunset Strip to be a songwriter, but he's very shy, and he has the chops, but just doesn't know how to apply them. And he's got, a gift, but until he meets this great girl who's also a sort of Midwest girl that's come out to become, famous actress. She's sort of like any great woman or great man will do. She kind of kicks it in for him, and he just falls head over heels for her. So
speaking of, really quickly, I know we'll have to get going here, but on a personal note, how is the personal life? How's that going?
Cool.
You must have, your phones must be ringing off the hook. What's going on?
I maintain a pretty low profile.
Yeah.
I have a 2-year-old daughter.
You
I do. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Congrats. I have a
thank you.
2-year-old too. Life is tough right
Yeah,
now,
it's
man.
tough,
It's
it's
like,
tough.
how do you discipline them? It's hard. 2 years. I'm going through the terrible twos. I don't know about your daughter. Girls are different. But.
She's pretty good. She's pretty good. But I'm away right now a lot, and her mom has her all the time, and she's a great mom. And we're not married, but we co-parent, and we're doing our best. She's beautiful, and she's totally changed my life. So probably mellowed me out. But with these roles, really, going out, even in LA, it just doesn't happen. No drinking, no smoking.
One show a night or 2 a day?
We do 8 a week.
8 a week.
And we're off only Monday. We're dark. So we do basically Tuesday through Sunday, we do 8 shows. Generally 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. And it's like Hamlet meets, a rock opera. So it's a big track.
It's taxing. Okay, you've got the Kempton question, Justin.
Yeah, it's just a thought where you were talking about parenting and being nice, and thinking about your role. Have you got to be careful not to take Mr. Hyde back home with you every now and again? Does he ever leave the stage with you?
Go home with you?
Oh yeah, it always comes home with me. To be honest, it's really hard to just leave it
so emotional.
in my dressing room or on the stage. Absolutely, I'm totally obsessed with the show and the work, and because we've had this opportunity to bring the show out on the road first, and because it's ever changing and developing, and the ultimate goal is opening in New York on Broadway and at the Marquee and all of that. It's constantly with me, so constantly with me. But it's a lot, and but that's our job, to try to separate it and try to still have a life. But it weighs quite heavily on me.
Well,
Definitely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're so happy for your
Thank
success, and look forward to Jekyll and Hyde here at the Pantages, as well as on Broadway coming up later on in spring. So watch out for that. Constantine, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Will you take a quick photo with us before you go?
Sure.
Here's the camera right here. Okay. Cheese. Cheers. Next time you have to sing, okay?
All right. Maybe when it's not so early in the morning.
Yes, I know.
Thank you, guys.
It's
Appreciate
great to
it.
meet you.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Yes, okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys.
What's your son's name?